How does it feel?
You know what? I'll let you know when it's done.
Okay.
All right, let's ready up and
let's get in some duos.
and let's get that win. First off the bat, win.
Oh, first live stream. We need to get a win this live stream.
That would be awesome.
We need that. You and me right now, duos.
All right. Well, playing the stick with it. No.
Not stick with it. One weapon challenge would be better.
Oh.
And of course, as for tradition, we will always drop haunted first round. Apparently that's now tradition. You see, legend has it that all of our wins are because we dropped haunted.
And got the circle.
Yeah. Literally, that's all of our wins. So, Steve was in my live stream earlier.
Yeah.
And he's like, you guys need a carry. And I'm like, you want to know the sad thing, Steve? I am the carry of the team. That's what everyone can... I am the carry. Everyone's like, Devin's the best of all of us. He's the person who carries us to victory. And I'm like, no.
No.
No. But,
So
then I thought...
Yeah, go on.
What?
No, go on.
Yeah, no, but then I thought to myself, dang, every win that anyone in our group has ever gotten has been with me.
So my big question is then, what the hell am I? Comic relief?
Honestly, you're what keeps the conversation going.
I like that. I have no problem with that at all. I'll take it.
Yeah, I was talking with a friend of mine at school who watches the live streams every so often. And I'm just like, dude, you haven't met Ed yet. You haven't like been in a stream when Ed was there. And they're like, what? What do you mean?
Who's Ed?
Ed, why is Ed so important? And I'm like, Ed is the most fun to do these with because the conversation never drags when you're with Ed. So there's always something going on.
That's true. I mean, I'll take it and own it, but it's true. Because, I mean, you got to keep something going. Because if you're just sitting here going, let's play the game, where are we? It's not going to go anywhere. So
that's why I hate doing solo stuff. Because, like, every time I'm doing solo stuff, I always, like, turn into that, so now I'm doing this. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I don't think that's quality entertainment.
No, it's not. I mean, it's hard to keep.
I mean, to an extent, it can be. To an extent, it can be. We need to reverse that thought. Is that to an extent that is quality entertainment? But
Right.
if you're sitting here doing it in a live stream for hours on end, it is no longer entertainment. It is more just trying to make sure that there's not silence in the video.
Exactly, and that's
For when it goes up in the video.
And that's the hardest thing.
That's
now,
like you saw the challenge video of Black Ops 3 Zombies, right?
Yes.
And how near the end, how me and Taylor were pretty tired. So what I did was I rambled on about stuff I found interesting about zombies. So, I mean, that kind of carried the conversation.
Right. And for me, I can see, I've got, I don't know if you know this, but I've got life experience. So that's something that I could use. I got a shield potion in here for you.
Oh, dude. One of those many talents you have. I will so take that.
Yeah, it's I mean, because, like, one thing I love talking about is I love talking about my Army days. Like, basic training. I could tell stories left and right. Are you going to take this shield potion I just dropped?
Oh,
For
I
you?
thought you left it behind. Taylor always leaves them behind, so I have to go over to him and grab them.
No, I bring it to you. I'm cool like that,
Here.
yo. Oh, gee, I don't need
clingers.
them. Yeah, okay. I didn't take those either.
Fingers in the building.
I see that. I didn't take them.
Yeah.
I got a...
But yeah, no, like, the conversation just doesn't drag because you have life experience, like you said.
Right.
And you know how to interject your thoughts and opinions into to what others are saying without it changing the topic.
Right.
I somewhat possess that skill, I would like to believe, where I'm able to talk fairly freely and not like be changing the subject every so often, like too often, I guess.
Right. And for me, a lot of it was back when I was a lot younger. I would interrupt people without really thinking about whether it was part of the conversation or not, and I just go, I need to interject this because I'm thinking it now, so I want them to know it. You know, instead of waiting to see if it's any part of the conversation. So
yeah, we're heading out, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
we are. I'm picking up this blue hand cannon. There we go. Okay.
Blue hand cannon.
Not revolver, you know, but it's a nice one, so I'm taking it.
Okay. But yeah, it's like, again, I'm gonna keep on referring back to that Call of Duty live stream I was doing with Taylor, where I was going on about something that I thoroughly found enjoying, because I found it enjoyable, and like you could definitely hear. I rewatched that video. You can definitely hear there's passion in my voice when I talk, and because you can hear that, I found it that much more interesting. Because like, there's a difference between someone reading that off the script and someone talking about it like it's something that they know about because they wanted to know about it.
Sure. Absolutely. Oh,
by the way, people in Pleasant.
I still have underneath stuck with it challenge on underneath. I guess I have to fix that next round because that's what's showing. So
we're not doing stick with it.
No, we're not. And I've got it stuck, so it says stuck with it, not stick with it. So whatever. Is that you building up over there?
Yeah, there's someone over here. So.
Well, I just saw some.
There's someone straight up in this building.
Really?
Yeah.
There they are, in front.
Behind me.
Yep. Hold on, I gotta get this bastard first.
Oof.
I froze.
Yeah. But yeah, streaming something is a much different experience when it's like on something like this. It's like
right.
It's a much different experience than just sitting down and playing and having a conversation.
Yeah, the big thing is,
let's be honest, if we weren't live streaming, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It would be totally dumbed down completely. But this is one that we're
let me see here. Broadcast settings. What's that?
My character still looks like a holoc.
Yes. Advanced settings. No. View comments. I don't have any comments. Yeah, it's under advanced settings on broadcast settings, and that's where I was. Okay. Right. See. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's quite interesting. Yeah.
To have those fun late night game moments with my friends where I'm doing really good, but I would like straight up quote from me, during a late night gaming session with one of my friends. We were playing GTA. I just blew him up, and he's like, "Wow, good job," and then he called me a name. And then he shot me and insta-killed me. I threw my controller in the air and yelled out loud, "Throw your arms up in the air like a dinosaur and just yes."
That makes no sense. I love it.
And I love telling that story because that is the reaction that I get. Because, like, I know what I said doesn't make sense, and it's pretty stupid when you look back on it, like, what? But the fact that it's something I said with confidence of a professor standing in front of students, being like, "This is how this works." I said that with confidence.
This is the exact way you say it, whether you like it or not. I don't know what the hell you just said, but that's correct.
And like, looking back on it now, like, if I tried to do that while I was fully awake, I would have totally butchered it. I would have butchered it. I would have been like, blah, 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 because when I'm tired, what I say doesn't really matter to me. I'll say it and be like, yeah, like, it's a thing I said, deal with it.
Okay, where are we dropping?
Like,
let's try and get that out of the way first.
Do you want to drop tomato?
Yeah, I think I still need it. Oh, no?
Greasy.
Okay. Wow.
But yeah, no.
Yeah,
Like,
okay. Sure.
like, just one more. That was another thing that came up. That came up for me and Matt playing really late, because like, it was extremely exhausted. But it was during the pinnacle when like Fortnite was extremely addicting to me, and I'm like, "Ugh, gotta keep on playing." And it's always so much more fun to be playing with someone else than it is to be playing alone, because that was the feeling. As I knew as soon as Matt decided he doesn't want to play anymore, I would be done too, because it's just how this works.
Right.
And I didn't want to be done. I wanted to go to bed, of course, but I didn't want to be done. So I'm like, we could always be doing so much better. I mean, like, we got second place. I bet if we tried one more time, just one more round, and we'll get first. I guarantee it. I couldn't guarantee anything.
Well, just to let you know, I'm not going to make it to Greasy. So, FYI.
Yeah, no, like, that was something I said with complete confidence because I was exhausted, and I'm like, just one more game. And it was so convincing at the time that he's like, I guess I just have to then.
Yeah.
And that went on for hours.
Isn't that funny how that works?
And now we use it as a joke.
But it's a good joke.
I know. That's the entire reason why we still use it, is because, like, it has a meaning behind it, and it was there.
And you know, for
if you were there in that moment, it was perfect.
I think for gamers, that's a big thing, because a lot of gamers are like that. They are, you know, that type of person. You know, they're all about the. I just got to do one more. I can stay up for just a little bit longer. I can do this. You know. And that's how it is for most gamers.
Because, like, the game itself sets goals for you, and when you pass those goals, it sets personal goals for yourself. And after you surpass those, you need to do better. Always.
Yep. Absolutely.
There is never a moment where you reach the pinnacle and you're like, well, guess I don't have to play anymore. Because if you truly are enjoying what you're doing, then there's always another goal to have.
Right. Exactly. There's always something. There's always something to get. There's always something to get.
There's always something to get out of it. Something that, like, pushes you to go to the next point. And if you can do that with confidence, it'll bring others along with you.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. That is so true. Because, I mean, I've been playing games for years, and I will say this, and I'll say this with as most confidence as I possibly can. I'm not very good at a lot of games. I enjoy them. I'm decent. I'm not, you know, I'm not saying I'm terrible, but I'm not the greatest. But I so enjoy them. I do it for fun, you know? I would love it if I was better.
and that's another philosophy I live by when I do YouTube is like, when I'm doing YouTube like this right now, if I'm not enjoying playing, no one is going to enjoy watching.
Exactly. And that's
so
the big
it's
thing.
It's more about not.
Lost train of thought. Love it.
But
no,
but it's more about enjoying yourself and then worrying about what others would think about how you were playing it later. Because watching someone do something to perfection over and over again gets old really fast, if you'd ask me.
yeah, I mean, for me, I think what I would bring to the table for people that would watch my... What happened to you?
I got in a fight, that's why I stopped talking for a split second.
Okay, but you survived. Okay, good. I've got a full...
6 HP.
I've got a full med kit. But anyways, I think what I bring to the table isn't necessarily my gameplay, because my gameplay is not there. And I'm fully aware of that. I'm okay with saying I don't have the gameplay, but I have the entertainment value of stories and conversations and things of that nature.
Yeah,
that's what I bring to it.
Because, like, watching YouTube for me has never been about watching the game itself. I mean, every so often, yeah, I'll search a certain game because people's content tends to shift on the vibe of the game.
There's somebody else in Greasy, by the way.
Yeah, hence I'm staying in this building because I'm not about getting shot.
Come on,
think I can make a flank?
I'm being attacked. Maybe I can throw...
Oh, I see them. They're running up the hill by you.
Yep. I just threw a sticky. Hopefully that'll do something.
To your right. Shit. But yeah, no. Like... Because... when I watch people like Jacksepticeye, I'm watching more for the personality type. Than I am watching for the gameplay that he plays. Of course, there's the trends, like when he plays certain games, and it's fun to watch the games itself.
Right.
But it's more the commentary. That's why watching just the game itself is boring. It's like, you could watch a playthrough without any words, just of the game itself, to learn how the game works and what to do at a certain step. But that's not what a gameplay is. What a gameplay is, what a let's play is let's do this together as an interaction, as a group.
Yeah, exactly. Now, one of the guys I follow, his name is Dan Giesling.
Yeah.
Oh, you're familiar with him?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But
well, you said it as in like, yeah, of course, everybody watches him. But I watch him because he was actually on Big Brother many years ago, and I was a big fan of his when he was on that show, and he started streaming games, and I was like, hey, and he brought his entertainment that he had on that TV show into the streaming, and I enjoyed that. I thought that was quite interesting, so that's why I watch him. I don't watch him because I think he's a great gamer, but I watch him because it's entertaining.
I mean, yeah, that's why anyone should watch anything. I've made that a point whenever people join the live streams that I'm doing, that like I've now got like 2 regulars. I got Steve and I got someone named Dark Angel.
Okay.
And they don't come back for the game itself and the gameplay itself. They're not coming back for that. They're coming back for the personality that I bring to the table. And I've stated, they're like, would it be okay if I left? They asked, would it be okay if I left for a minute to watch this video? I'm like, mate, you're here by your own accord. You do what you want. My job is to make you want to stay, not to force you to stay.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna land the buildings right outside of motel. You land the motel itself, okay?
Okay.
So like, to me, it's not really, as an entertainer, is what I'm trying to be. It's not about like them sticking through me through thick and thin. It's that if I stop providing good content, that's where you leave me. If my content ever dries up and is just become a drag to watch, but you only watch for the formality, I want you to stop watching. I want you to dislike the video and tell me that what I'm doing is wrong. Because, like, if I'm never told that it's not good quality content anymore, then I'm going to keep on making it, and then I'll make the mistake of digging myself into a hole that's going to be impossible to come out of.
Right, because you don't know that, one, you don't know you're in that hole because nobody's giving you that feedback. That's the important thing.
And that's why I enjoy Steve and them being there, because they'll tell me how it is. It's like, yeah, I mean, and then, but I enjoy this type of thing.
Right.
Like,
I mean, if somebody wants
Dark Angel, I'm gonna use Dark Angel again as an example, because I'm gonna like boast him up because I really like him as a viewer, because he and I got into this conversation with him in chat about basically the same thing, about how I'm the content creator, he is the consumer, and if there's a problem with what I'm creating, then tell me. And he's like, man, I'm starting YouTube myself as well, and I already want you to get to the 100 sub mark by the end of the year or higher. And I'm like, that warms my heart that you think I am worth that much.
Right.
Because, like, in my own eyes, I could be worth $1 million, but in someone else's eyes, I'm, like, worth a dime.
Right.
If that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not about what I think I'm worth. It's about what others think I'm worth.
Yeah, because for me, it's like, yeah, I think I might be a little bit entertaining, but if I'm bland and boring, then what's the point? Why am I even doing it? I'm not doing it for my own, my own fun and games. I'm doing it. I want to entertain somebody. That's my true goal. I just want to have somebody go, wow, that was kind of. And like I said,
for me,
I don't want them to look at my content and go, wow, he's the greatest gamer ever. I don't care if you think I'm good, mediocre, bad, whatever. I don't care what you think, as long as you think what I'm saying and what we're doing is entertaining. That's my goal.
Yeah, that's all that really matters. I'm going up to junk, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to head out myself.
But yeah, like that's like so true. It's like that is the essence of doing YouTube.
Right.
Because for me, I started doing YouTube for another reason, actually. I didn't do it to become a famous YouTuber or anything like that. I started because when I was going through my rough spot in life, I was always able to go onto this website right here, and there would be someone there to wish me a good day every day. And was like actually cared about the community. And that's what I want to be. If I can help one person, then all of this will have been worth it.
I've got
every
a mini, by the way.
dollar that is spent on equipment will have been worth it if it is just at least one person that I am able to help.
Totally. And being somebody from a depression standpoint, I've had depression my whole life.
Yeah.
And for me to give somebody that one little ounce of decency or positivity, then I'm good with that. If it's the one person and everybody else says, dude, your thing sucks. I really wouldn't care if everybody in the world said that. If that one person said, dude, you really helped me get out of this, and that would make all the difference in the world to me.
Yeah, it would be so rewarding to hear that. That's why that's why it warms my heart to hear and to see the fact that like Steve comes back at almost every stream because he enjoys the content and he's obviously getting something amazing out of it. Maybe not the best thing, but every video that he has been able to make, he has made it. He's been there. Like, of course, there was a time when he was at school, but he was at school, and, like, yeah. And it's difficult, Green AR in here, but it's difficult because...
Hold on a second, don't go nowhere.
Like, it's difficult because someone wanted... Oh, God, I lost my train of thought again. Wanted
to listen, yeah.
Like, he came because he wanted to watch.
Right.
And he ringed the bell that said, I'm interested in this. Please tell me when this person is doing anything. I want to know.
Right.
Because this person makes things better. It is providing something that I enjoy. And that's all that I can really ask for.
Exactly. Oh, we're in the circle. I didn't even realize that. We're so busy.
Yeah, that's why we're going up by junk. I'm like, yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest with you. I was just having the conversation and not really kind of half paying attention to what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to pay attention.
Yeah, maybe that's better to half pay attention. I don't know. Maybe just do
it's
let
like
reflexes go.
I mean, that's how I go in Call of Duty Zombies. I usually just, like, by wave 15, my like, zombies instincts kick in, and I just beast mode it, for the most part. I mean, I'm not the best player, ever, but I'd like to put myself up there as a person that can do something. And I kind of touched on the subject that we were just talking about a little bit in my Call of Duty stream again. I'm going to keep on referencing to that, because you've seen that one. I know you have.
Yeah.
I found it such a crazy topic. Like, the Call of Duty Zombies, yeah, it's a big, big thing. But I found it insane.
Been in here, by the way.
That people find it interesting. That I found it interesting. To just sit there and watch someone basically run in circles for hours on end.
Right, yes. And I find it amazing that somebody's... that wasn't you that was up there that left the slurp, was it?
I left it there.
Okay.
I left it there.
Okay, because I'm like, somebody's been in here and left that. Who would do that? And I thought it was just you and me.
Yeah, it was definitely me.
Yeah, I mean, and see, I went to college, and first off, when I was in high school, I was sit in the back of the class.
Oh, that's totally me. I like throughout all of middle school, I think I had like 3 friends.
Yeah.
And those were people that basically wormed their way into my life because I was such a shut-in.
Well, mine was the only friends I really had were part of my religion. That was it, and that was the only friends I had. And it was like that was it. And so I went to college. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I became like one of the most popular guys in the school, and I was like, how the hell did that happen? And I realized it's just my personality now. I'm a different person than I was when I was in high school. I'm not the super shy kid, and I enjoy talking to people.
I'm definitely still very shy, and I'm probably going to be shy for a long time.
Yes, but I understand that, because in person I can be a little bit more shy. Not as much as I used to, but like, over stuff like this, I could be a little more outgoing.
Like, if you came up to me and talked to me out of the blue, I'd probably look at you like you're crazy if you were someone I didn't know.
Right, exactly.
Is that you?
Yeah, that was me.
But yeah, no. If you're someone I didn't really know, I mean, like, I'd look at you like you're insane. And just be like, please stop talking to me, I don't know you. But if you came up to me and I recognized it was you, of course it would be a bit weird at first. I'd be like, oh, it's Ed. Yeah. I know you online. And that's why I find it such a weird concept that you're coming to my high school graduation party.
Right? Yeah.
I find that so, like, I'm super stoked about it. I'm super excited. I think it'll be an amazing thing. But I'm a bit nervous because I'm like, how will everyone else react? I'm okay with that being there. I want you to be there.
Right,
but it's
exactly.
Like, in person, you could be a completely different person. I would never know. I'm going haunted, by the way.
Which I'm not. I'm the same person that you're talking to now. That's who I am in real life. I don't like to change who I am for my circumstances like some people do. I
have to admit, I'm guilty of doing that because I'm very familiar with reading a room and the vibe of the room and being able to adjust my personality type accordingly. But I think, so I'm gonna tell you this now. When you first get to my party, I'm probably going to be the super shy person that's gonna have a hard time talking to you and looking you in the eye. And of course, I just can't fix that. That's who I am.
Right.
But no, I think that the more that you try and talk to me, the more I'm going to be able to talk with you and hold a conversation like we are now. And like, all you really have to do is, for that, all you really have to do is start a topic, like a conversation on a topic that I'm familiar with and can talk about for hours, basically.
I think the easiest thing would be to talk about what we do outside of real life, and hey, remember when we streamed this? Remember when we did that? And that's just gonna
Yeah, because this is enjoyable. Like, I can already tell you the difference. Like, I'm going to probably take this live stream down in a few weeks once things start building up, because YouTube, I need to warn you, if you really want to get into this, you need to stream or put something up on your channel daily, because the algorithm will reward you for that.
Yeah. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, something along that line, because I would like that, because I've got a lot of time on my hands. I just do. It's just,
It's something you have, and it's like,
if I have the time to do it, why not do something creative with it and actually do something that I can get out of and give it, give back. Yeah. And if that means give my personal opinion and life stories to people and little ed wisdoms, whatever, then that great. And do, while I'm playing a game, perfect. But
so now this brings up another funny thing, is like, if this does take off for either one of us, how crazy is it gonna be when people ask for advice? And like, for you for example, if people ask you for advice on how to grow your channel, and then you just point them in the direction of this live stream, your very first live stream. Like, because we're talking about all these topics that, like, make a lot of sense, I guess. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Oh, hey,
I has a person.
I don't, but that's cool. That's more than cool. I mean, Uncle Ed is like, where I'm at. But anyways,
But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Like, it's not more about the gameplay itself that. Oh, it's Taylor. Yeah, it's not more about the gameplay, it's about the personality that you bring with said gameplay. Of course, the game itself will bring you popularity if it's a game like Fortnite, or just any sort of trendy thing. If it's a trend, it's gonna catch on. Okay, we'll see, Taylor. But,
did you by any chance see the count, how many people are left? Just curious. Did you see that?
10 people are left. Dear mother of God. Why does this always happen when I go off on tangents?
And
like, this isn't even a tangent, because what a tangent is complaining on something. It's just over-analyzing stuff is what I'm doing right now.
We're having a conversation about something that's actually quite important to us, and something that we both find intriguing, interesting, and something that we want others to see as well. So...
But yeah, like, I was talking about, like, it's not about the content you create, well, yeah, it is about the content you create. It's not about what you record while doing it. It's about how you explain it and how you bring it to the table. Because, like, if I'm going to compare it to something, I'm going to compare it to all these animation channels that are coming out now with major success, because they're good at telling stories, and that's the audience they're trying to pitch to.
Right.
And because that's the audience they're trying to pitch to, and it's something that they excel at, of course, they're gonna get big.
Yes,
it's just how it works. And because they're gonna get big, people are gonna be like, oh, animation's doing really good. But no, it's not animation that's doing really good. It's the person. It's the personality behind that animation, that character that they drew out to represent them. It's not the animation itself, it's the character, I guess. And that's kind of the point I was getting at when I was talking about this. It's not the gameplay, it's how the gameplay is presented and what goes over it. And you could like, right now what I'm doing is I'm sitting in a bush.
Yes.
And yeah, I could be sitting here like, oh, I'm just sitting in a bush, just waiting out the timer. Or I could just be having the conversation like we're having now, and having the gameplay in the background as just this extra sort of add-on to basically the story that I'm telling. And it's not a story, it's just a conversation, like you're saying.
Exactly.
And because it's being live streamed, if anyone joins the live stream, they can participate in the conversation. How crazy is that? That we're at a point where we can just have a conversation with someone that's, say, lives in a time zone that's 7 hours different than yours. It's insane.
That's you shooting, right?
Yeah. And of course, yeah, being good at the game would help. And not getting mad at the game also helps. But, let's be honest. It's entertaining to watch someone go through that, I guess, would be the right phrase.
You have a porta fort by any chance?
No, but I have been practicing my building.
Good, where are you at? There you are. We're gonna have to do something here. Because we're getting the nitty-gritty here.
This is all you really need. I mean, I can put it on some side walls. Wow. For a live stream, that really escalated, I guess, would be the right word.
Yeah.
Like, that escalated from, oh, happy fun times, it took a serious turn. And personally, I think it's for the better, because that was something we were passionate about. And because we were passionate about it, it just kind of, we're able to talk about it.
Come on, stick your
Watch
head
out.
up again. Stick your head up.
I'm just gonna put those there.
Jump.
Get behind. Come on, Ed. Come here.
Where you at? Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I was sure. Crouch. Don't forget to crouch. Watch out, rocket. Nice build.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I think we might be able to do this. Yes. I gotta pop some health out, okay?
Yeah.
So you focus on building, I have to... Yeah. Yeah, so like... This is entertaining to me, like what we're doing now.
Absolutely.
Here, I have 2 minis for you.
I'll take them.
I wonder if there's a point that in which this fort I can knock down just by minimalist. I have a minimalistic destruction path. Probably right here by the porta fort.
I'm watching. All of us? That should have done it, right?
No.
Still going on? 3?
Where is it being
Over.
held up? Over there?
Where is everybody? There's 5 people left, and it seems like we're the only ones running around.
There we go.
That's come down.
Two more people left. Down,
There we go. One more.
one more
This is our
person
game.
left.
There he is. win. Where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go? There he is. He's up above. Get him. Just you two. Get him. Come on.
I only have 10 HP. There's not much I could have done.
God damn it.
We were doing pretty well, though. Gotta say. It was a pretty good
we were.
game. But yeah, no. Like, it's a lot of fun to be doing this.
Yeah, I mean, look how far we did and we weren't really even paying attention.
Yeah. It's like, because again, it's like, late nights, doing games late night is a lot more fun for me because my focus is through the roof and my brain is just not focusing on the words being spewed out of my mouth.
Right. Yeah, right.
And because it's not focusing on the words, it's like I can be talking about anything and people will people will quote me later on after I've had a nice nights of sleep, nice night of rest.
Right.
And they'll quote me and I'm like, where the fuck did you hear that? And it's like, that was you, buddy. And I'm like, what?
The what?
Because it wasn't me trying to say stuff like that. I was trying to get a point across, but because I was trying to get a point across and focus really hard on something, the words that came out of my mouth weren't fully developed. Would be the correct word for me. So I just find that funny that that's something that happens to me. What do you think? Does that happen to you? Do you?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I ain't got no brain.
Yeah.
And I just take my brain off
like,
the hinge and let it go when I'm doing stuff like this, because it's like, if you can't have fun doing this, then what the hell are you doing it for?
Yeah.
I mean, you can be the greatest at this game, but if you ain't having fun, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, like, you could be creating content, continue with the trend, and blah, 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 but, like, what's the point in doing that? Because, like, if you're just creating content for a trend, then you're not, inherently, you're not creating content that you enjoy.
Right.
To do. But, like, if you're truly enjoying it, and it's not a trend, it probably, like, it has a higher possibility to do better than if you're just following a stupid trend.
Exactly.
Of course, you've got to get people to click on the video first before before everything continues. But, like, in our case, we're pretty darn lucky because we're following a trend, but we're enjoying it.
Yes, and that's the thing. I feel that in the end, I'll be able to do this with just about any game I'm playing, you know, just keep it up, you know? Like us playing Uno, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Along the same lines.
Yeah, it's like, it's not just a trend chaser, it's creating something else.
Yes.
The trend itself shouldn't really matter, because, like, with people like Steve and Angel, what they're doing is they're coming back to my channel whenever I do a live stream. Not because I'm just doing trends, because I'm playing games that aren't trendy anymore as well.
Right.
Like, I'm doing Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla. Yeah.
You know? And I play zombies all the time, and zombies isn't really in the top chart of entertainment at the moment.
Right.
But I'm doing it because it's what I enjoy to do, and because I enjoy doing it, it's inherently gonna do better in my eyes.
Exactly.
I'm gonna look back on it and not feel like embarrassed because, oh no, it was me when I was blah 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 and blah blah blah.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna look back on it and just remember that it was a fun time.
Get him. He's trying to BM me. Get him. There you go. Hi. You're gonna die. I hope. You died. I didn't.
You're lucky I'm good with the pump.
I saw him at the last thing. I took some damage from him. Oh,
yeah, and I saw that and I just sprayed in. There, you get a med pack.
A full-on one? That's what I'm talking about.
I got one. I already grabbed one when we were in Tomato. But yeah, like, I'm doing stuff that was a trend at one point, but really right now isn't.
Right.
And I'm also doing stuff that is a trend. Not because it's a trend, but because it's what I'm enjoying. Because it's something I'm enjoying.
Right.
It's inherently something that, like this live stream in particular, I can already tell that this is one of those things that, like, I'm going to watch whenever I feel down because it's going to remind me of the fun time I had playing this game with you.
Absolutely. And see, I initially did the Twitch to start off with because I kind of really just wanted to go back and watch my stuff. You know, I was like, ooh, I want to see what I did before. And now to find out that you can't rewatch Twitch, I guess, because I couldn't. So I'm like...
I mean, technically you can, but, like, it's really difficult.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to try anymore, so this is going to be the way I do it. So...
Yeah. And, like, that's so much fun because, like, I remember I've got, like, 3 videos that I did with Caleb. Yeah. Not your Caleb.
Yeah, Black
But, like,
Caleb,
I have 3 videos I did with Caleb, and I just look back and I've watched over them a few times in my own time, and I just get this smile on my face because it's not the fact that it's what I created, it's the fact that I remember, yeah, Taylor's right, the Terraria episode in particular, I remember playing that with him and recording 10 like, different episodes.
Oh, dang.
With him, and I only uploaded one because, like, reasons, but I remember recording each and every single one of those episodes, and I'll look at Caleb and I'll make jokes about that recording even though they're not up on YouTube, because those videos in particular I look back on and I'm just like, this is a pinnacle, this is something that brings me joy because I remember the joy I felt whilst playing it.
Right.
And that's really what it is for me.
Hold on real quick,
now.
You said
it's
whilst.
Yes, whilst.
I know, it's just so you don't hear that every day. I like it. Anyways, continue. But yeah,
but yeah,
no,
like
I was
I remember because before going to bed, I've watched a few of my own live streams, and yes, I'm interrupting you because we were both trying to talk at the same time. But I remember I've watched a few of my live streams, like the Fortnite ones in particular, because those ones, I just remember the day that we recorded it,
yeah.
and I just remember how much fun it was to do that. About having fun,
right? Absolutely,
and not about recording it just because it's going up on YouTube to become a YouTuber. It was always about having fun before anything else.
That's how you do it, right there, son.
Yeah. Do you have any spare AR ammo? I used all of it up in the battle.
I might. I don't know. I'm seeing what they got over here, though.
Yeah. So, like, for me, that was what was fun about it.
Exactly.
Because, like, that's why I've botched many episodes recording with Caleb, because I remember going back on those, looking at those videos and just being like, God, I really didn't enjoy recording that. And because I didn't enjoy recording it, I'm not going to be able to look back on it and just have this big smile on my face. And so, like, that's what it is. For me, it's like...
I don't...
I literally have only the clip that's in the gun.
There you go.
Thank you.
That should help. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. That was flipping
Ed,
awesome.
get in. Let's go. Onward to victory. Wait, it's starting to grow trees.
Yeah, it is. We got circle. And I think that was a shotgun limb I got, so I'll take it.
So yeah, like, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know you said you're not ready to play the Star Trek game, but I did download it because I played it. I don't remember. I didn't play a whole lot of it, but I do like Star Trek, and I might stream some of that.
I'm gonna just harvest some iron real quick.
Sounds good.
Buy a shopping cart. You know, that shopping cart is pretty OP because it negates fall damage.
Yes.
I wonder what happened if I consumed one of these and then drove the shopping cart. In.
Give me a second. Let me consume one of these as well. Okay.
Come on, let's go.
I'm trying. Let's go.
Eh. 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 So yeah, it's like... It's fun. It's fun to do, and it's just fun to see how other people react to it as well.
Right,
Which,
exactly.
again, why I enjoy doing a live stream instead of recording a video. Because, like, it's so much more fun to see someone's raw reaction the moment it's going on, so that I know if I should continue doing what I'm doing, or if I should just completely abandon the idea. Hey, can you build us a ramp?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Go. Come on, get in.
I'm trying.
Come on, get in. Come on, get in.
Oh! Okay.
So yeah, it's like...
I gotta practice, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just tripping me out, man. I love it.
Yeah. Get your gun ready. Like, also, I enjoy this because I get to see the progression of games throughout how they work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And see, you know, it's like we play the game, like right now we're playing it just as fun. And then it's going to get to this point where we're almost at, where we're going to start wanting to play to win. And I think we're getting close to that point. Where are they shooting from?
Help me. Help me.
Where?
He's going to be at me. Kill him dead. Kill him dead. Oh.
I tried to do it.
He tries to do it, ain't that good? You got your gun. But yeah, it's like... Because a lot of the time, if you pay attention in chat, it's... like, for my videos, the ones that I've done, if you pay attention in chat, my best live streams in my eyes, the ones that I love the most, aren't the ones where, oh, I got a win in Fortnite, oh, I did this in this game. It was the ones where the chat was really participating, and we weren't even talking about the bloody game at that point. Like, one of my favorite live streams is my first Brawlhalla one, mainly because my chat gotten into an argument about ham.
Okay. Okay. Ham.
Yes, ham. You heard me right, like from a pig.
Interesting. So...
Yeah. And then we got into an argument about pie because because they're like, we're gonna spam you now. And I'm like, okay, do that. And then someone typed in pie in the chat. And I'm like, pie, what flavor? Is it math flavored? No one wants math flavored. And then everyone started screaming they want math flavored pie. And then Steve was like, I want cherry pie. But Steve is alright, man. So it's like, I love that stream in particular because it was a moment that I realized, that was the moment I realized that streams aren't just about playing the game, it's about the chat behind it and building the community because you're able to interact with them directly.
You know, and it's like, you know, I've done Lyft and Ubering and all that stuff, and it's like when I first started doing it, it's like, when I put that app on, and the first time it pings, and you're like, I've got a ride, you get that adrenaline rush. And you know, I go out in my car right now, and I'd still get that rush. And that's the same thing with this. If the first person that ever jumps on my channel and starts talking through my channel, I will be like super stoked. I'll be like, dude, this is so awesome. And it'll be so worth it. Because,
and like, imagine, because I'm one of my favorite YouTubers of all time his name is Jerome ASF, and he was a Minecraft YouTuber originally.
Right.
But that wasn't what drew me to him. It was more after YouTube came out with this whole live streaming thing. He does 5 live streams every day.
Wow.
On his main channel, and he's got 2 other channels, one of which he uploads daily, the other one he uploads weekly. And they're like, it's insane. Like, I can see how he does it. He follows a schedule and he goes through and he live streams, but I can see why he prefers live streaming over just recording the game and uploading it. Of course, recording it and uploading it means you get more done in the game if you're watching it for the gameplay. But if you're not watching it for the gameplay, but for the person itself behind the gameplay, that makes a lot more sense to live stream it. Because you get the general raw reaction of everything. And you can interact. And I can just only imagine the pride that he feels when he says, can we get to 500 likes on this video? And it's like, can we? I don't know. It's not up to you. It's up to everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you hit that like button just because you're like, I want to be part of that 500 like and be part of something that actually meant something.
Yeah, it's like, because he sets it so like, he's like, yeah, I gotta go, but I'll postpone leaving if we can reach this like goal. It's like, you're not just doing it to support the channel, you're doing it because it's something that you want to continue doing. You want to continue seeing this type of thing. Exactly. And because you want to continue seeing it, you're going to hit that like button. And when you hit that like button, he must feel that joy when it says that this person liked your video. And that rush that's just like, it's so strange in my eyes. It's like, I get giddy whenever someone says that I deserve more than what I have. I get super giddy. You know this.
Yeah.
It's like, it's because like I personally have never seen it that way. But when someone else says it, it kind of brings it to light, and it's like, you enjoy what I'm doing here? Well, then I'll just keep on doing it.
Yeah, and
because I enjoy it too.
And to roll back to basically what I was saying when I was in high school and then college. In high school, I was pretty much a nobody. I just was. And then all of a sudden I go to college, and I'm the big man on campus. It's like everybody loves me. And it's so unusual for me because I'm just being me. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not like giving people like millions of dollars. It's just I'm being something for them. You know, I'm giving them something that they don't normally get. I give them a little bit of attention, and talk to them like they're a human being. That's what I do, and they appreciated that.
Because like that isn't just a number underneath your profile picture.
Right.
That's a person. That has the possibility to be a person. And those text bubbles, each one of those is a sentence or a word spoken to you directly.
Yes. Because they...
And it's just...
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I love it every single time. Even if it's just Caleb watching while he's at work, or Taylor being like, just so you know, I'm online. It's just amazing because someone used this form of media to communicate with me. And just talk.
Yeah.
And I get to talk back to them. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Like, I can see myself being one of those people that if I ever do get big on YouTube, I'll probably spend hours on hours on hours replying to comments. Because
oh yeah,
for me it's not just an attempt at being big on YouTube. It's an attempt to create a place where everyone can feel like they belong.
Yeah, absolutely. And being with what I've had in my whole life, this is exactly what I want. You know, I want people to feel welcomed. I want people to feel like what they say on my channel, your channel, anybody's channel matters, because it does.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why I got mad at my buddy Reese for making inside jokes that could be seen as offensive, but in some people's eyes, I got mad at him because I'm like, that can be seen as offensive.
Right.
And it's not like yeah, of course I don't want to be flagged, but that's not the main reason why I'm saying it. It's like I want people to feel welcome. So if that's singling someone out, that's not good in anyone's eyes.
Right. Exactly.
Ever. And singling someone out just isn't cool in general. Like, yeah. It's a thing. You want to meet me up here, Ed?
I don't even know where you're at right now.
I'm on the hill.
I'm in the house.
Come over by the hill. There's a sniper rifle here if you want it.
Well, I want to first...
so yeah, like...
Test if I can.
I know it sounds cheesy and you hear all the big YouTubers saying it, but they honestly mean it. I believe that each and every one of them honestly means that it's not just a number. It's an amount of people that are there as a family, as a group,
right,
to be there for one another when it's most needed. And you're what brought them together, and you are the glue that binds them.
Right.
And it's so weird to feel important in that way. And it's not like to do this to feel important. It's to do this so others feel important.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to YouTubers, it's not the YouTuber himself who is creating the content. It's the viewers. The viewers who are creating the content.
Absolutely.
Because
they say what they want.
Yeah, you give them what they want as a producer. They're the consumer. They want something, you give it to them. And it's all their choice if they want to continue watching you. You know, that's why it's like a subscriber milestone video. It's like how people ask you, how does it feel to have this many views and this many this many that? It's not that. It's like, ask yourself that as asking me that. How does it feel to be part of a community that's so many million strong? How does it feel for you to be part of that community? Because that's how it would feel for me. Exactly.
Exactly.
It's like,
yeah.
Because it's a community that was created by someone, but they're just as much a part of it as they are the creator. They pour their heart and soul into it, and it pays off. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's like, again, with the philosophy of saying, if what I do can help one person, then it's worth every penny spent.
Absolutely.
Every hour spent on a video, working on it, deciding what to say, having conversations like this. If only one person reaps any benefit of it, it'll be worth it.
You know, and I look at it this way. I know a lot of people say, you know, the big guys, they say, what you have to be good at what you do, or you have to, you know, have decent quality content, or talk good, or this or that. And I'm like, not necessarily. I'm sure there's people out there that want to see how people do it poorly, like I do. I mean, I'm sure people want to go,
it's like,
okay, what did he do? Okay, he screwed up there. I think I could do better than that. So that learning from mistakes.
I'm on both sides of that aspect, because like I'm not the best at Fortnite, but I'm still considered the best in the friend group here.
Sure,
for it. But like, by no means will I say I'm the best in the friend group. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Just to be a cocky bitch. It's like, I'm like, I guess I'm the best out of the people I play with, but at the same time, there's always improving to be had.
And
going back to the earlier topic of, if you're truly enjoying what you're doing, then there's no end to the game and how far you can get. You could reach max level and you can still get better.
Absolutely. I'm gonna take that fort. What should I get rid of? Should get rid of something, because I
do what you want, man.
I'm gonna keep those. I'm gonna take that.
So yeah, it's like it's strange to be sitting there and having this conversation. Of course, it's pretty meta, especially since there's really no one watching right now, as far as I'm aware. But to someone in the future who stumbles on this video and might be having a bad day and might be sitting there like, man, I guess I'll just do what I normally do. You just gotta know that, like, if you can find a group of people that you think you belong with, then you belong with them.
Yeah, I mean,
and
like
and if you can relate to them in the slightest, then fucking abuse that.
Yeah, and for both of our examples, I mean, I'm in my 40s and you're in your teens, late early 20s, you know. So it's like we're not in the same age range, and that doesn't matter, because it's how you approach life that matters, and who you can relate to. I mean, if you happen to be 43 years old and we're still talking, then that's great. But if you're 18, 19 years old, who cares? If we can still get along, it doesn't matter, as long as we get the same thing out of it.
Yeah, because like your nephew or your stepson has stated it multiple times, and I've heard him say it in the background a few times when we were playing together. And it's like, don't you think it's weird that you're playing with your nephew's best friends?
Right.
And it's like, it's not weird unless you make it weird. That's the entire concept of life. It's like anything can be weird if you allow it to be weird.
Exactly.
And weird's not always bad, but it's not always accepted. And right now, yeah, it could be considered weird. You're playing with an 18-year-old and you're in your 40s, but you've had twice the life experience of me as me, and I respect that. And I'm having a blast playing with you, and I'm able to talk to you like you're a close friend of mine, even though you are like the same age as my father, my mother.
And it's like, and that's not one thing I've always had. I've always been able to do really well with relating to people that weren't my same age. And whether it be older or younger,
I have that too. Is I can relate to people who are younger because of my ADHD, and because like I have more energy and I have all of this and all of that. I can look at someone going through something in middle school and be like, damn, I remember that, and just be there. It's all that really matters. Is if you're there for someone, you're there.
Right.
There's no changing that. And sometimes people don't want you to be there, and you gotta remember that. And even if they don't want you to be there, sometimes just being there is what they...
Just listening, sometimes just even listening, or, you know, letting the person talk, or even just letting the person listen. That's also another big thing. A lot of people don't realize that just letting a person listen to you can make all the difference in the world, too. And...
Like I was doing a live stream earlier today, and Steve was playing a video game, and he's like, oh, I'm probably not going to participate much in the chat because I'm playing a video game. I'm like, okay, you do you, mate. I mean, to put something like this on in the background while you're studying, while you're doing anything, is highly acceptable. because it's not just white noise anymore. It's not just a blank, empty area as you're working on whatever you're working on. It's a personality behind there saying that you can do what you set out to do. At least that's what it should be. Is it should always be someone behind there. Oh, there's an apple over here because you took damage.
What did I take damage from? Oh yeah,
I don't know. You took fall
damage. No, from the
but over here
from the storm.
Up. It's up. It's up. Yeah, but as long as someone's gonna be there to tell you that you're doing the best that you can, and as long as you're doing the best you can, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Because it doesn't matter if you, I mean, because you can't do any better than your best. Your best is your best, and that's it. And
your best can, well, I mean, your best for one day isn't always your best for another day.
Oh, good point. That's
Nukes who aren't gonna build. Would you stop shooting down my area?
Yeah, I know.
Knocked one. I'm gonna BM his friend. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But yeah, continuing on what we were saying. Like,
now that we've got that out of the way.
Like, that was a pretty good firefight. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good firefight. Both sides put up a fairly good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't anything to write home about, but like, it was there, and someone tried their best, but they didn't succeed, and that's how it is. You should always be trying your best, but your best isn't always your best, because you can always do better than your best.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can always do better than your best, because your best is because we learn. Yeah, and the thing, going back to before, when I was saying I've had a lot of learning experience, and basically mine's been negative learning experiences, but you learn sometimes the best from all the negative stuff as opposed to the good stuff. Does that, you know what I mean?
Get some apples. Get some apples because you're a little bit low on health, and I got some shields for you.
I'll take the shields.
Just consume the apples. Consume apple. Across the lake. I'm just gonna grab this and use it real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Knocked him.
Good job.
In that little box.
Okay, you gonna keep my sniper then? I take it. I do have the build for it. If you ever want me to build it, I mean, because we're like close to the middle.
We need to go in there.
In where? We're in the circle already, man.
I know, but he's gonna res his teammate, and it's gonna.
Oh, okay, we're at then.
Inside that box.
Oh, hold on, somebody behind us. Shit.
Yeah.
I was trying to cover your back, and I saw you. Dang. But yeah, I mean,
I like how now that we're both live streaming, we're really trying to keep the conversation going to a point where it's like turning into a motivational speech.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. We need to get some more people in on this. I mean, who else? Anybody else playing out there right now that we could join in? Caleb, but he's playing. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, honestly. And I hope that people have the same outlook on doing YouTube as what we're trying to put out there is that like this is more it's not a learning experience. It's an awareness basically.
Yeah.
Aware, because like you can do YouTube and you can get big on YouTube, but you need to be aware that you're not the biggest thing out there. You're not some sort of almighty person because you've got millions of followers and subscribers and all that stuff. It's like everyone is just a person.
Yeah, you have to also think those people that got those millions of subscribers, they started somewhere.
Yeah.
They had that, like I'm doing an hour and 15 minutes, nobody watching me, and that's fine. Because who knows? Maybe next week somebody will stumble across us and go, "Dude, these two guys talking. They were talking to my heart, man. You should watch these guys." And next week all of a sudden I'll get more people in. So it's not necessarily I'm not getting anything at the moment. But who knows what the future has to hold.
It's like eventually, I hope someone will get something out of this.
Yeah.
I hope someone will stumble across this as a video and just see it and be like, wow, that's a really good outlook on life. Or that's a crappy outlook on life, I'm not going to follow that. It doesn't matter. As long as you get something out of it, then that's what matters. Because, yeah, for all you know, right now, we could be talking over pre-recorded gameplay, and it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's about being a real person, not creating this, basically.
Yeah, what we're doing is a format, a blueprint for what we're actually trying to get across.
Yeah.
And the game itself is just white noise. It's
it's a means to an end.
I'm not gonna make
I guess.
I don't know if you.
And yeah, people could be here to watch the gameplay itself,
right?
And say, hey, the gameplay is good. They're doing good or they're doing trash. I want to see them progress and possibly get better in the future, or just be there to laugh at them when they fail.
Yeah.
That's completely acceptable. You get what you... Again, as long as you get something out of it.
But like I said, if somebody could go, hey, he's screwing up here, I see that, and I kind of do the same thing, but I think I could do better than that. That's great. Maybe my failure is your
learning experience.
Yeah. What I do bad, you could see how you could do better. Great. By the way, I didn't make it there at all, so I'm stuck. So if you get a bunch of stuff, I'm gonna check the house here.
Okay, we'll meet up at the circle then.
Yeah.
Just check houses. Yeah,
I'll check the house. I'm going backtracking just a little bit. I got some of the mushrooms, so that helped me some.
And like, I don't know if I've stated this on live stream, but the reason I'm the way I am at zombies is because I watched someone else do exactly what I'm doing in zombies. I watched someone do it, and because I watched them do it, I learned by watching them play. So, like, I've got friends that quote-unquote play zombies, and they basically said, I'm trash, Devin. I'm trash. I mean, you saw the video, Ed. You know. Like, I asked them what's your highest round, and they stated their highest round.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, I remember being there in the skill arc. I remember only, like, round 10 being a big deal. I remember that. And because I remember that, it's a lot easier to be like, well, welcome to the stream. You like what you see? Then do that then.
Exactly.
Because I learned I was terrible, and then I learned by watching someone else do good. No shame in that.
Not at all. I got a couple minis if you need them, which I can't see how you would need them because.
I'll take them. How many you got?
2.
I'll take them if you can hold on to them until we meet up.
We shall see. We shall see.
But yeah, it's like, and of course, I also hope to get something out of doing this. And I already am.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm looking forward to rewatching this. To be honest.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like that's always how you should feel whilst live streaming. It's like, if you at the end of the live stream sit there and be like, "Dang, I think I could have done better," then do it again.
Mm-hmm. Then do something.
Get
different.
ready to do another live stream a day. I mean, I try to consistently get one out per day, but I mean, like, there have been times where I've gotten 4 or 5 live streams out a day because I was just having a blast and just pumping them out, basically. Like, stop one, start another type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I did that and I enjoyed doing it, it didn't feel as, like, it didn't feel like I was doing something for someone else. I felt like I was doing it for me. I felt like it was what I wanted to do. Because it was something I wanted to do, it was something that I did easily.
Right. Because if you can do it for you and anybody else enjoys it, then that's even better. Because you're doing it in a way that everybody appreciates what you're doing. You're having a good time doing it, and they like it for it. So,
yeah, and I don't oh, a llama, but I don't expect anyone to be watching this and be like, oh, I like the way that they drop in Haunted. I like the way that they drop here. I'll start doing that. Right. If that's what you get out of this, then good on you. But that's not the intention. And honestly, the intention isn't always what people get out of it. Like, we're going on this entire thing about how as long as you get something out of it, was a good experience, and something blah blah blah, and then someone just gets out of it the fact that we like to ramble on about how things should be. Then they got something out of it, at least. They got out the knowledge that we're a bunch of babbling idiots, and that's not gonna change.
And I'm okay with that, because that's just who I am. I'm gonna be that person. And there are gonna be enough people out there that'll go, I'm that person too. Great.
Yeah. Like, I can tell you now, I think that Angel, if Angel's watching this, please, if you're watching this at Dark Angel, put something down in the comments. Let me know if I'm on par right here, if I'm telling the truth. But I feel like this is something that Angel would enjoy watching, because what won Angel over for me was when I asked him why he started doing YouTube, and he told me why, and then when I told him why I started doing YouTube, and I started explaining it to him why I enjoy this, and why, and like my philosophy and how things should be. There's another shroom right here. And I started talking to him about all that. He's like, damn, you really do deserve this and more. And I'm like, I don't think I do, but if that's what you get out of this, then it's what you get out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I personally feel like this is something that he in particular would watch, and just watch with a smile on his face. That's just the vibe I get.
And I'll say this for you and for me, just because I want to. If you're watching this on his stream or my stream, and you're enjoying the content, like it, give it thumbs up, and even share it with your friends.
If you don't like it, then give it a dislike and go on Reddit and be like, these guys fucking suck.
If it's a thumbs down, let us know why. That's a big thing, because this content is
good builders.
Yeah, I see that.
62. That one hurt a lot. I'm taking a slow piece. They're getting above us.
Damn it. Behind you. Behind you.
Yeah. I thought just because I got the jump on them that we were gonna win, but no, one of them had full health still.
Yeah. Oh, well. We can't win them all. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause mine right here because I need to do a few things real quick. So I'm going to do a quick pause and I'll be right back. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll see you all shortly. All right. Let's see here. Stop.